Video, and today we're going to be going over my second miscarriage. I know I got a little worked up in the last video, and some things I might have left out in the last video is I was too early to find out the gender. I didn't find out the gender until the day I had the baby. Another thing was I made it to one doctor's appointment and got one ultrasound before I had the miscarriage. I feel like that might have been important, but I got so worked up that I forgot I left out important details. So I'll try to be more detailed in this video. So in this video today, we're going to be talking about my second miscarriage. And this is 2 years after my first one. And basically, I didn't know the damage that was done in my first pregnancy when he slammed me on the ground. I didn't know it made permanent damage down the line. You know, I'll never be able to have kids irregular because of that. And yeah, so my second miscarriage, I'm at this point I'm older. I graduated from high school. I'm living in my own place, and the pregnancy is going normal up until about 10 weeks. My last miscarriage happened at 15 weeks. That's something else I left out. 15 weeks. So with this baby, I didn't get to find out the gender either, and really there was a disconnection with the pregnancy. Like, I didn't really want to believe I was pregnant. I didn't really want to talk about it. I just wasn't connected at all to the situation because of what had happened, you know. But after I got to 16 weeks, I was like, you know what? This baby's going to be all right. I'm about to find out my baby's gender. You know, let's get this popping. I'm in a new relationship. You know, everything's going good. This guy's amazing. Everything's good on all ends. I got my own place, everything. But I was working at a call center at the time. So that's a sit-down job. I'm thinking that's no stress. I can do that. And I keep feeling it was like this pressure, okay? And it was this pressure I couldn't explain. So I called my doctor and I told my doctor I'm having some problems. So I'm telling the doctor, like, I'm having problems and I'm scared. You know, my anxiety more or less went through the roof because I'm thinking the same thing's about to freaking happen again. But it was my off day and I was chilling at home, and my boyfriend now, he was up front, and I had just walked in the back to grab something off the bed, and I sneezed. And it's a normal sneeze. People sneeze every day. I sneezed, you guys, and my water broke. I was only 16 and a half weeks. So I've already been through this. You know what I mean? But my boyfriend never been through this. He doesn't have any kids. So right when I sneeze, I run, and like, here I go, TMI. Too much information, but we know why we here. So I run to the bathroom, and that's when the blood starts rushing. I'm having a flashback. But I can't panic because my boyfriend, I can't have him panic. We both can't be panicked. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to tell him it's too early. This is too early. Like, basically, I'm already telling him we're about to lose this baby. I was so mad the last time of what happened at the hospital. I went to another hospital, and we went to the emergency room, and this the same old shit. Nurse telling me, how many weeks are you? Oh, sit right here. There's nothing you can do. It's bad, y'all. It's bad. And I knew what was happening. I knew what was happening. I knew what was happening. And I just kept telling myself, yeah, I know. Every time they try to come in and tell me what's going on, I'll be like, yeah, I know. I've been through this already. And this happened April 30th, 2014. So I don't know what it is with me and April. I don't know. I do not know what it is with me and April. I don't. And yeah, I delivered him vaginally. I found out it was a boy after the fact, and the placenta wouldn't come, so I ended up having to get a DNC. And they probably kept me, just like my last time, they probably kept me in the hospital for the next day, and then they just send you home. And that's the reason why I'm making this YouTube channel, because women who have miscarriages, like, bruh, like, it's like, after you have your miscarriage, that's it. Go home. Go home. And go through all the postpartum symptoms in the world, but just go home, okay? However you work this out mentally is on you. You know, and that's why a lot of women are suffering in silence. But unlike my first miscarriage versus my second one, I had support. I had support. And like I said, because my boyfriend never been through it, the time I would have spent on being upset, I had to spend on making sure he was okay. Because men experience miscarriage just as much as a woman do. It's just men are taught to be a little bit more strong. And that's okay to be hurt. But yeah. My second miscarriage was rough. That's when I was diagnosed with incompetent cervix. And they told me if I ever was to get pregnant again, I would have to get a cerclage. I would have to be on bed rest. I probably couldn't work. And I'm thinking to myself, I should have just pressed charges on the bitch. Because he living his life, you know. He living his life. Ain't nothing wrong with him. Nothing is wrong with him. Nothing. And I'm the one. But, yeah, that's my second miscarriage. Like I told you guys in my first video, I did have a baby this year, but it went under all those guidelines. I had to get a cervical cerclage. I had to be on bed rest. I couldn't work. A lot of things happened, and I'm going to make a video about it. It's no big deal. And we're going to go over all those things. But, you know, like, share, and subscribe. And I'm so glad I was able to get all of this out, you know, without breaking down. I'm proud of myself because I was able to kind of hold it in there. And, hold on one second. Remember I said I went to another hospital. These people were on board. They gave me, a baby dedication. They got April 30th, 2014 on there. And this is my favorite ultrasound picture of him because I don't know, you could see him really well. And, yeah. But thank you guys so much for watching. When all this was happening, I didn't think I would get through any of this, let alone have a baby. You never let nobody steal your joy, ever. But thank you guys so much for watching. And, yeah, love ya. Video, and I forgot I left out something really important. After my miscarriage, my second one, with my first baby, I didn't get to see him at all. Well, I got to see him, but it was like for like 5 minutes, and I never got to see him again. But the hospital I went to, they let me get him. Like, they let me get my baby. And when I say I held that baby like he was alive, like, this isn't funny. I literally held this baby, kissed on this baby. He was red. You could see through his skin. You know, one of those situations only a mother could love, but I'd be, sorry y'all, I'd be damn if it happens like that again. And I had a lot of kind of closure from holding him and kissing on him and dressing him. And with neither of my kids, I did not donate them to science. I didn't want anyone cutting them up or nothing like that. Just let them rest. you know. But I forgot to tell you guys that I did hold him. I might add a picture at the end of the video for you. We did take pictures together.